Hello, welcome back guys to episode 13, and we're going to start with the trade deadline here with the Buffalo Sabres. We made a light deal early last night. We acquired Alex Goligoski from Arizona in exchange for Brandon Hickey, who was our depth defenseman, and Jacob Perreault, who had just a little bit of trade value. He was a projected top 9 forward. Thought moving him out, bring in the rental for Goligoski. So I'll just show you what Goligoski brings to the table for us. So Stetcher is out, but we're going to put Schuster as our extra defenseman. So Goligoski brings 9 points, but he is an 81. He is on his last year, so no indication if we're going to sign him or not. He does want to talk quickly. Cool, he's ready. We are going to make one splash, and I hope the boys at TSN and Sportsnet are ready for this. So I did some pre-scouting. So Dallas, 36, 23, and 4. You see the second guy on their trade block, Julius Honka. We are going to pull the trigger, and we're going to make a deal for him. Probably think that's not realistic, whatever. So we're going to deal him Brandon Montour. We're picking up an extra $0.2 million for another 5 years, though. Honka is a year younger, but we're not going to get that right away. So I also did some pre-scouting with this, and we're going to give up our first rounder for this year. We know that we're going to the playoffs. We don't want to give up that Minnesota pick, though, and this pick is going to go through. Just wondering if I could save the 2K. Dallas has got to, that's fine. So this is going to go through, so we make the big splash getting Julius Honka on the team. Obviously, people are going to be upset that Brandon Montour is gone, but we're bringing in a guy who's going to help out our top 4 easily. He's easily better overall than Montour, and it's going to fit perfectly. No indication. I did not find any trade suitors for Skinner or Lee. I was trying to work on that, but nothing stood out to mind. You even take a look. There was not much at all. There isn't much at all that we could move at all. Yeah, so these are the 2 moves we're going to make, guys. So adding 2 defensemen to our team. We didn't add any forwards unless I didn't really take a look at forwards, but we have Scott Wilson and would be Larson after Thompson gets back, so we're fine when it comes to forwards. No problem whatsoever. Nylander going to that 85. Nyquist, didn't really think about it too much. I'm thinking maybe we'll keep him for this year. Like I said, he's only on a 2-year deal. Maybe we trade him at the draft. Maybe we keep him. But I know Alexander Nylander is ready to make the jump up to the second line. We're just going to hold on to that for one more. And did I offer him we offer him contracts yet? I'm forgetting already. Yes, we offered the 2 other players the contracts. So we'll move up to Florida. We're going to play against the Florida Panthers. Highlights as well as usual. And then same old, sim to the end of the season. See if we can get a good position in the standings. See if we can clinch that division, and hopefully we'll keep an eye on Minnesota as well. Just taking a look, though, I don't think they're making the playoffs. No, 63 points, and they have to make ground of 10 points. It's 5 games, but still, I don't see Minnesota making a big run. So hopefully we can grab a lottery pick here with help from them. So you guys sit back. We'll be back right after this game. Enjoy.
Moving it to Fairland. Lets it go. Score! That's how a power play should work. He's got that pass at the point. Superb defensive play by Larson. Wow, look at him. He's got a long way to go. Does he have enough gas? They score! And they've tied the game up. That puck's loose. Good defense. Driving in from no man's land. A shot. Score! A power play goal. And it's a biggie. Goaltender is tired.
He should be. Lots of rubber towards his net. This was a lot closer than it should have been.
All right, welcome back, guys. That was a great team effort by us, I gotta say. We did not allow Ford any easy chances, besides the first goal, obviously. Besides that, the team played great. Honka Goligoski played, or Honka especially, was playing great defensively, especially in the final minute. He blocking passes, blocking shots, trying to get that puck out in the empty net. But in the end, we did good. Miller even played great too. I thought I'd start Miller over Hutton just to see Miller play. No problems though. So why don't we just continue simming? I won't lie to you guys about this one. I did look into it. I was considering trading Hutton, even though I know he's been the backbone for us. He accepts, so he's going to be hopefully help with Lekanen next year. Nylander accepts, Dahlin accepts. He doesn't have cap space. That's under. We know that, so we'll work with that to get him in with a salary. But like I said, don't be surprised, I was trying to find a trade suitor for Hutton. I was trying my best to pull strings with the Rangers. You could probably guess who that was. It was Mr. Henrik Lundqvist. He's 85 still, and Hutton being 83, so that'd be an upgrade. And they're both on the last year of their deals, so that was perfect, but I could not get anything without having to give up too much. And I wasn't wanting to give up first. I tried giving up a third. Nothing was going through. But we ended up keeping what it is, and so far it looks good so far. I only have a shootout loss so far since the trade deadline, and I spoke too soon with the loss right there. But yeah, I think we did good at the trade deadline, getting all these injuries now, and I have defense playing forward now. But we're still winning games, so I'm not complaining too much. Jack Eichel is back. Schuster was playing the first line. That's good to see. Jack Eichel's back. 43, 17, and 3. Even now with a fractured ankle, that's not good. Multiple players, perfect. So perfect. What I think now is, I think we have the playoff spot locked up. I think we're just a matter of, are we gonna do it now, later? And Nylander's an 86, guys. He's not reaching his full potential yet because he's not on that second line. So maybe for the playoffs, or maybe it's next year for sure that he is getting on the second line. So we're going to have to move Nyquist somewhere. He deserves the time. Besides that, we have one loss, and I'm going to jinx it right here, so against Toronto. Oh, we win again. So we have been not indestructible. We have been pretty much unbeatable since playoff started, or the trade deadline. We're going to move Nylander up. I want to see what he can do. So he's got 22 points. Let's see if we can do close to the end in a couple games. And Nyquist is getting hurt, so with that, it's possibility of keeping him on that second line now. Gustav Nyquist is back. We're going to leave him on the third line, see what's going on. I do feel as if Nylander still has 22 points. And we go out on a back-to-back winning, so we go 50, 19, and 13. Good for 113 points. We clinch the conference, and we clinch the top spot in the NHL. So there you go, guys. Best season to date with the Buffalo Sabres. We are top of the division, top of the conference, top of the league. Jack Eichel finally living up a little bit, 79 points. Good to see. Let's take a look at the rest of them. Sam Reinhart with a 71-point season. Jeff Skinner, 66. So there you go. Jeff Skinner, better than what he did the past couple of years. So 50's only gotten better since he got here, which is good to see. Same with Reinhart. Gotten better every year. And Jack Eichel, obviously. Jack Eichel, that is his best season in his career, which is great. It's a big upgrade. Nyquist came in 55 points. Kerfoot, Middlestat, not a lot more. Suspected Julius Honka, so Nylander got 2 points on the second line. McGinn had the same amount of points as Nylander. So we're going to have to take a look at Nylander for next year, guys. Obviously, we'll give him the time next year. If he doesn't perform, then it's going to be kick out. Like I said, I would have no problem moving him. And we win the Presidents. Perfect. You see up there at the top. We're just going to let this one play out. And our first team is going up against the New York Islanders. So we are going up against Mathieu, Barzal, and company. We'll take a look at their lineup before we go deep in and close out this video. So the Islanders, so Josh Bailey, Barzal, Hosang, Toffoli, Beauvillier, Eberle, Komarov, Cozens, Nelson, Levo, Cizikas, Clutterbuck. So their first line, just a bit less than I think than our line. We tie with Barzal. Better is Skinner, and Reinhardt is way better than Hosang. I think we beat them out as a team, but that anything can happen, obviously. They've got, though, Erik Karlsson. So they have a franchise defenseman. We have two of them. We have Ristolainen and Dahlin. Pulak, Leddy, Mayfield, Stone, and Pelech. So we have the better defense score, I'd say. But they have the better defenseman in general. Gustav Forsling, Devin Taves, and Johnny Boychuk ran the scratches. Soderstrom and Grice. So we are looking great going into the playoffs, I think. I'm hoping it's not jinxing it. We'll take a look at the minor league team. Ellie, nothing too crazy. Victor Olst, possibly, if we need to call up. He's ready. I don't think Asplin's ever going to make. Soderstrom's a 75, so next year we could look into. Hopefully he grows by next year so we can possibly rig him up sooner rather than later. Same with Aiden Howe. He's a 72 now. He got 25 points this year. Better than what he did in his first full season, really. 25 points. Could be better, but he's only 19, so there's a lot to grow with. And goaltenders Ukko-Pekka Lehkonen is ready next year. So Miller doesn't want to sign, so he will be out. And Ukko-Pekka Lehkonen will be in next year. That is all I have to say. Well, we just compare stats with the Islanders. So the Islanders, 42, 31, 9. They had 93 points, so it's not like it's a surprise. But they did give up more goals than they scored. They only had 220 goals to 235. Take a look at us. 240 to 181, so our goaltending was great. I'm wondering if we won the Williams M. Jennings. Let's take a look, actually. I think we won the Williams M. Jennings. Yes, we did. So we had the lowest amount of goals allowed this year, which is perfect. Goals for. We were, what is that, 5th? Tied for 4th with Edmonton. Chicago all the way. Power play, let's take a look at the power play percentage. Buffalo 21.3%, Islanders 19, so they're under 20%. And comes penalty kill, who was better? We were better, 84 to 83, 1%. That's still a big difference, though. When it came to the roads, we had a better home record. We didn't even lose 10 games in regulation at home. And on the road, we were sensational, 26-11-4 to 20-18-3. So I think we have the upper edge, guys, against this team. Let's take a look at their stats. I just want to look at their stats, see if there's anything surprising. But besides that, Karlsson 65, Barzal. So yeah, we had a better season all around, like I said. Nothing to complain about. They were a minus team. So let's hope that we can get on them early. Yeah, of course, we're going to play the first game, so hopefully we get on them early and we just pound it on them, because I think we're a better team. I think this year we have a chance to go all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. We have a better team than last year. We got the extra goal scoring in Nyquist. We added better defense. It's just a matter of goaltending now. I know they're getting older, but let's see how it is. So that's it for me, guys. You know what to do. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. Like to add some subscribers to this channel. Let me know what you think of what we should do for round number 1 against the Islanders, and we'll be back to play game number 1. You guys take care.